This tow truck just getting to the scene right now. You can see the pole that this driver hit is smashed into pieces. That car actually knocking several bricks out of that pillar that you can see right behind me. I'm about 45 feet in the air. It was emotional inside the courtroom yesterday, but what really took me by surprise was Judge Stacey Cook. This is something that folks will be talking about at work this morning. You can see that bricks are scattered everywhere. They say it's bringing their property value down, and the last thing they want is the city to board it up. Just take a look at this Fiat right here. You can see all this damage that happened this morning.
A huge shopping day for us in studio. I was just looking something up on my phone here, Stephen. I think there's going to be a lot of that today.
Uh-oh, make sure you buy me something, okay, Melissa?
I will.
All right. Welcome to WTOL 11 News at Noon. I'm Stephen Jackson. Breaking news out of West Toledo this morning. Toledo police investigating a bicyclist hit by a car. The crash took place around 6:30 this morning on Door near Little Flower Catholic Church. We're working to find out the identity of the condition of the person hit. Toledo police are asking for your help in locating possible witnesses who were at the scene of a Central Toledo shooting last month. Police believe these 3 men were witnesses to the shooting death of Deasia Wallace that occurred on the 1800 block of Maycomber. Police are still searching for the person who shot 2 teens. This happened on Hyatt Lane Thursday night in Central Toledo. Police say they found the 15-year-old and 16-year-old boys both shot in the leg. They're expected to be okay. And how cliche is this? Speaking of cats, it's raining cats and dogs out there right now. This is a sight that's becoming all too common. Just like this right here on Main Street. Water just overtaking the street because of the flooding, the intense flooding, as you see. So for most people today, what they're doing, they're pumping water out of their basements and just staying hopeful. Rushing water over Main Street and a flooded Blanchard River set the scene for folks in Findlay Friday. Mariah Stocker woke up early Friday morning to get a fresh look at the damage done to her boyfriend's business, B&T's Asian Market. It sits on Main Street.
I got a little over ankle deep, and the current was moving quickly enough that I wasn't sure that I could stand and get there without falling over.
Mariah played it smart and turned back around, but some folks took the chance, riding their bike through the water. One man almost taking a nosedive.
You don't know what's coming through here. It's stuff floating, it's sticks, you don't know what, some could hit you in the ankle, you could fall.
The challenge now for Mariah and her boyfriend is the cleanup process. She says they were proactive, using sandbags for the store and also moving their products to higher places.
The main thing now is hoping that it didn't get to our coolers and short everything out so that all of our produce and frozen goods are still hopefully usable, savable.
She tells me even though she was not able to make it inside the store, she was able to check the surveillance cameras on the inside, and it is flooded. It's the first major disaster they've had at the store since it opened a year ago.
Being downtown anywhere, it can be risky here in Findlay, but we never thought it would be this bad. Yeah. This is definitely not something we were ready for.
For many folks in Findlay today, they're starting that cleanup process. For some, they have to wait. Now, as for the city, they say if you have any non-emergency questions, you should give them a call. That number is 419-424-7000. Again, 419-424-7000. They also say if any of your property has been destroyed because of the flooding, you can get that picked up for free. That debris will be picked up for free. You just have to have it on the curb by 7 a.m. next Tuesday. That's the 18th. Reporting live in Findlay, I'm Stephen Jackson, WTOL 11. Calvary Bible Church was built in the 1800s. It sits on 4th Street in East Toledo. In its early years, neighbors say the congregation was thriving. Now the church is a problem.
If you line up here even with the bell tower wall, and you look at the next wall behind her, see how much it's leaning out, getting ready to crash into the parking lot? That's from the snow piling up on the roof.
John Truby has lived on 4th Street for more than 40 years. He says the church has sat abandoned for more than 20 years. For 10 of those years, he claims he's been calling the city about it.
And I'm getting nowhere with anybody. Nobody pays attention.
So Mr. Truby called us. We found bricks hanging off the side of the church and a sunk-in roof, which a neighbor captured with his drone.
Somebody's going to get hurt from the church, from falling down. or we're going to hear a big rumble when it falls down.
Inside the church's gymnasium, weeds are growing rapidly. Neighbors say it's causing rodents to breed, and after it rains, water just sits. Neighbors tell me this property is more than a nuisance. They say it's bringing their property value down, and the last thing they want is the city to board it up.
What good is it? We still got the rats, we still got the snakes, we still got the possum, we got the mold coming out of there, so something's got to be done other than boarding up.
I called the city and I'm told this is a property that has been on their radar. They say they've secured the building by boarding it up. Their beautification action team was out last month checking on the property, and the lot will receive monthly mowing. As for the property owner, the city says they have not been able to track them down. We're going to keep an eye on this abandoned church. Tearing it down might not happen soon because this is a commercial property which costs more to tear down. In East Toledo, I'm Steven Jackson, WTOL 11.